I will go briefly through the findings from our research into the tools and technologies that you are using for data collection, surveying, and analysis. My name is Daniela Duca, and I'm a Senior Product Manager with Sage Ocean. Sage Ocean is an initiative that is dedicated to equipping you with the skills and tools and resources that you would need to work with big data and new technologies. And as a matter of course, last year we published a paper or a white paper that reviewed about 418 different tools and technologies used in the social sciences. And since then, we've added about 100 more, and you can go on our GitHub repository to see the full list. And so where are these tools coming from? They're coming from obviously the private sector or private corporates and so on, developing these tools. Some of them they're offering for free, and as you expect, tools that are coming out of universities, most of them are free. There are loads that you're developing as a side project, and those are free as well, and a growing number, small but growing, of tools that are being supported by a consortium of institutions. So as I mentioned, there are as many tools that are free as there are paid for, and they've been growing in the past 10-20 years even more because of the ease of developing these software. In terms of the tools that we've investigated, loads in the text mining, data visualization, and social media analysis. We've looked a lot at qualitative analysis and annotation, as well as the surveys and recruiting of participants. And really, the survey space is the most interesting one because of two things. One is surveys are run not just in the social sciences, but across disciplines, and specifically a lot in medical and clinical research. And so you've got RedCap, which is quite an amazing and impressive open source tool funded by the National Institutes of Health in the US. But the second driver is private sector. Loads of companies are running surveys with their employees or their consumers to improve their products. And so there's been a lot of money invested in improving the survey and the tools and interoperating them with loads of different things. So what exactly has been happening, or what are the features that have been developed? So number one is, of course, beyond the complexity of questionnaires that you can put together, there's also an improvement in the user interface, both for the person answering the questions or the person putting the questionnaire together. Another one is managing participants. So a lot of tools like Qualtrics especially have added features to help you manage those participants, or interoperating with the likes of Amazon Mechanical Turk or Prolific, so that you can recruit those participants and sometimes even pay them. There hasn't been a lot done in the managing of consent. So you have that tick box, but you don't really have a thorough way of doing that. So I'd recommend you go and have a look at Nosy if you haven't seen the demo yet, and see how they can help you do that better. The last thing that I want to mention in this space is really the application of natural language processing to the short text answers, which has been the sort of like the bottleneck, you can think of it, because it requires a lot of manual input in analyzing that type of data. So in turn, I'll highlight two tools that I think are quite interesting and are driving new development in the space. One is around effectiveness and efficiency. So all our ideas from Matt Salganik and his team enables you to actually engage your respondents to contribute to the survey development and adding answers as they go through the questions. And the second one is next from University of Washington, Madison, is powered by an algorithm that adapts your questions and the sample as more people answer to get better results faster and without having to run the survey again. So I'll leave you at that, and I'll just say, if you have any questions, do reach out to myself or Katie, or go to our GitHub repository to get the full list and explore other things that you can do with these tools. Thank you very much.